Mr. Skinnylegs.
Peppa is playing with her doll's house. George is playing too. Peppa is making a tea party for the doll family.
Here, George. I'm the mummy and daddy. You can be the children. Children, it's nearly tea time, so you must wash your hands.
George is putting the dolls to bed.
Night-night. George, why are you putting the children to bed? They're having a tea party.
George likes putting the dolls to bed.
Children, come downstairs right now, or you won't get any cake.
George isn't listening. He's too busy putting the dolls to bed.
George, if you want to play with my doll's house, you have to help with the tea party. Here, George. You can fill the teapot with water. Children, come downstairs right now. Mummy, we're coming.
George is going to fill the teapot with water.
Ooh.
George has found a spider in the sink. George wants the spider to be his friend.
Oh.
George likes the spider. The spider likes George. Peppa loves playing tea parties.
Where are all the chocolate biscuits, Daddy? We had lots yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry, Mummy. I must have eaten them all. Ho, ho, ho. Naughty Daddy.
George is putting the spider to bed.
Night-night. George, what are you doing? You have to help me with the tea party. Help! Help! Daddy! There's a spider in my bedroom.
Oh, don't worry, Peppa.
Please, Daddy, take it away.
No need to panic. Hello, George. Have you seen the spider?
It's too scary. Take it away.
There's no need to be afraid, Peppa. Spiders are very, very small and they can't hurt you. But don't worry. Daddy will take it out of the bedroom. Whoa! He's quite big, isn't he? I'll just fetch Mummy Pig. Mummy Pig!
Hello, Mr. Skinnylegs.
Peppa feels a little bit braver.
He likes being in my doll's house.
Hello, children. I hear you found a little spider. I'll take him out of the bedroom so you two can play.
Mummy, his name is Mr. Skinnylegs.
Ah! Mr. Skinnylegs is big, isn't he?
Peppa and George like the spider.
Night-night.
George is putting the spider to bed.
No, George. He wants some tea. He doesn't want to be in bed. Are you hungry, Mr. Skinnylegs? Would you like some cake?
Peppa isn't afraid of the spider anymore.
Mummy, Daddy, sit down. We are all going to have tea with Mr. Skinnylegs. Who wants tea?
Me, please.
Me, please. Delicious.
Peppa loves playing tea parties.
Here's your tea, Mr. Skinnylegs. What's that? You want to say hello to my daddy? Hello, Mr. Daddy Pig.
Hey, that's all right, Peppa. Let Mr. Skinnylegs drink his tea.
You're not scared, are you, Daddy?
Oh, no, of course not. Well, not so close. Whoa!
Peppa likes Mr. Skinnylegs. Everyone likes Mr. Skinnylegs.
Wendy Wolf's birthday.
It is Wendy Wolf's birthday and she has invited all her friends to a party.
Happy birthday, Wendy! Thank you, everybody.
Mr. Wolf is blowing up balloons for the party.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow these balloons up.
I love balloons. Me too. And me. And me. And me.
Everybody loves balloons.
Come on, let's dance. Don't let the balloons fall to the ground. Keep them in the air. This is fun.
Here is Mrs. Wolf.
Who wants bubbles?
Me.
Okay, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow some bubbles.
I love bubbles. They are a bit like balloons, but they pop when you touch them. Watch. Woo! See, I popped one. Oh, we've popped all the bubbles.
We can always make some more bubbles. Who wants to go?
Me!
Okay.
Hooray!
Are you ready?
Yes, Mrs. Wolf.
You have to huff.
Huff.
And you have to puff.
Puff.
And blow.
So many bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the sky. Ooh. Look at that big bubble. That's not a bubble, Pedro. That's the full moon. Ah, and you know what you do when you see a full moon? You howl. Ow! Why do you do that? That's what wolves do. We howl at the moon. Wendy, can you teach us how to do that? Okay. First, you have to look up at the moon. And then you howl. Ow! Ow!
Wendy Wolf has taught everyone how to howl like a wolf.
Wow, who did that one? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't any of us. It's a wild animal.
It is Granny Wolf.
Happy birthday, Wendy.
Hello, Granny.
You must all be Wendy's friends. How do you do?
Hello, Granny Wolf. My, what big ears you've got, Granny Wolf.
All the better to hear you with.
What big eyes you've got, Granny Wolf.
All the better to see you with.
And what big teeth you've got.
All the better to eat birthday cake.
Wendy, what's that in the middle of your cake? It is a little house made of sticks. Ah!
Time to blow out the candles, Wendy.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow the candles out. You've blown the stick house down.
Oh, well done.
That's my go.
It was quite easy.
Houses made of sticks are easy to blow down.
I always forget. What's your house made of, Mr. Pig?
It's made of bricks.
Not straw?
Bricks.
Oh, of course.
That was a great party, Wendy. Yes, that was my best party ever. Happy birthday, Wendy. Spiderweb.
Daddy Pig is hard at work in the study.
Daddy Pig, this study is a complete mess.
It's not that bad.
There are lots of cobwebs.
I love cobwebs. They give the room character.
Cobwebs mean spiders, and I don't like spiders.
I do. Spiders catch flies, and flies are horrid.
Well, as long as I don't have to see a spider.
A spider! Hello, Mr. Skinny Legs. Oh, where have you gone?
Find it! I don't want it in the house.
Everyone is looking for Mr. Skinny Legs. Mr. Skinny Legs is not in the filing cabinet.
Oh.
Mr. Skinny Legs is not under the chair.
Oh.
Mr. Skinny Legs is not on the table.
Oh, I wonder where Mr. Skinnylegs is. Ho, ho! It sounds like Mummy has found him.
Don't be scared, Mummy.
Get rid of it.
OK, we'll take Mr. Skinnylegs into the garden. Now Mr. Skinnylegs has got the whole garden to play in.
Bye-bye, Mr. Skinnylegs.
It is starting to rain. Mr. Skinnylegs is running back to the house.
Maybe he doesn't like the rain.
He's climbing up the water spout.
Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed poor Incy out. Out came the sunshine and dried up all the rain. Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again.
I don't want Mr. Skinnylegs in the house, Daddy Pig.
Let's take Mr. Skinnylegs a bit further into the garden. There we are. A nice tree for you to live in.
What is he doing?
He's making a web, Peppa. Spiders live in webs and use them to catch flies.
Oh, he's very busy.
Yes, it's hard work building a web. That's why you must never, ever break one. If you do, the spider has to do all the work again.
Yes, Daddy. Bye-bye, Mr. Skinnylegs.
It is bedtime.
I liked watching Mr. Skinnylegs make his web today.
And tomorrow, he'll make another web.
Really?
Yes, Mr. Skinnylegs makes a new web every day.
Where will the new web be, Daddy?
I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. Good night.
Night-night.
It is morning. Daddy Pig is getting ready to go to work.
I don't want to be late. I have an important meeting at the office.
Daddy, you work very hard.
Yes, I do, but not as hard as Mr. Skinnylegs. Bye-bye, everyone. See you tonight.
Stop, Daddy.
What is it?
You cannot drive the car today.
Why not?
Look.
Mr. Skinnylegs has built a web, joining the car to the house.
Daddy, you said you must never, ever break a web.
Did I?
Yes, Daddy Pig.
If you move the car, you will break the web.
But how am I going to get to work?
Don't worry, Daddy. You can borrow my little bicycle. Here you are.
Thank you, Peppa.
Daddy Pig is riding Peppa's little bicycle.
Have a nice ride to work.
I will, Peppa. Bye.
Bye.
Daddy Pig works very hard. But Mr. Skinnylegs works even harder.
Roman Day.
Peppa and George are at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house. They are painting pictures of Polly Parrot.
My goodness, what lovely paintings, Peppa and George.
Look at my pretty picture, Polly. Pretty picture, Polly?
Polly Parrot copies everything that is said.
I'll put them up here for Granny Pig to see when she gets home.
But where is Granny Pig?
Oh, she's just out playing with her friends.
Here is Granny Pig with her friends.
Granny Pig!
Hello, my little ones. Have you had a nice morning?
Yes, thank you, Granny. Why are you wearing funny clothes?
We have been doing historical reenactment.
What's hysterical reenactment?
It's when you dress up like it's the olden days.
And sit around drinking tea.
We do more than just drink tea. Today, we were being Romans.
What's Romans?
Romans were people who lived a very long time ago. And I am the Emperor. The Emperor was the boss of all the Romans.
Ooh.
Goodbye. See you next week, Granny Pig.
Bye! Granny, can we be Romans too?
Yes, Peppa. Here are some helmets.
Now what do we do?
We march around saying, Veni, Vidi, Vici.
What does that mean, Granny?
It probably means anyone for another cup of tea. No.
It means I came, I saw, I conquered. Veni, Vidi, Vici. Veni, Vidi, Vici.
Granny Pig loves being a Roman.
Veni, vidi, vici.
Peppa and George love being Romans too.
Peppa and George have been doing some lovely pictures this morning.
My goodness, they're very good. They look just like Polly. Just like Polly. The Romans liked making pictures too, you know.
Did they?
Yes, they used coloured pieces to make pictures, known as mosaics. Here's one I made this morning.
Ooh. Can we make a mosaic?
What a good idea.
You'll need some coloured pebbles. Follow me. I've got a whole bag of pebbles in my shed.
This is Grandpa Pig's shed.
Here we are. Lots of coloured pebbles.
George, what shall we make a picture of? Dinosaur.
Good idea, George. You find the green pebbles for the dinosaur.
And I will find blue pebbles and make a lovely sky.
Peppa and George are making a Roman mosaic of a dinosaur. George adds some green pebbles. Peppa adds some blue pebbles.
George, the red ones can be the eyes. Finished!
Well done, Peppa and George. My word, you've got rather muddy. Time for a bath before Mummy and Daddy Pig come to pick you up.
No.
Oh dear, George does not want to have a bath.
But George, the Romans were very good at having baths. And you're a Roman, aren't you?
Yes, George. Let's have a Roman bath.
Peppa and George are having a Roman bath.
It's Mummy and Daddy.
Here are Mummy and Daddy Pig.
Ah, tempus fugit.
What does that mean?
It means time flies.
Tempus fugit.
Tempus fugit. Tempus fugit.
Hello? Mummy, Daddy, we've been playing Romans. Tempus fugit.
Ooh.
And with these crowns of leaves, you are both Roman emperors.
Hooray! Veni, vidi, vici.
Peppa and George love being Romans. Everybody loves being Romans.
Pumpkin competition.
Peppa and her friends are at playgroup.
It is almost Halloween, children, and we are going to have a pumpkin competition.
Ooh.
Have you all brought in your pumpkins?
Yes. I grew my pumpkin from a seed. My mummy bought my pumpkin from the supermarket. I've got a pumpkin that's made out of plastic. I haven't got my pumpkin here because Grandpa is still growing it.
Fine. Just remember to decorate your pumpkins and bring them back here for the competition tonight. There will be prizes for everyone.
Granny and Grandpa Pig have come to collect Peppa.
Granny Pig! Grandpa Pig! Have you got my pumpkin for the competition tonight?
Don't worry, Peppa. Your pumpkin is safe and sound in my greenhouse.
Is my pumpkin big, Grandpa?
Oh, yes.
This is Grandpa Pig's greenhouse.
May I present your pumpkin?
Grandpa! It is the biggest pumpkin in the world.
Quite possibly.
But how are we going to get such a huge pumpkin to the playgroup?
One step at a time, Granny Pig. We need to make this pumpkin into a lantern.
Ooh.
First, I will scoop out all the inside. Now we cut out the face.
And we put a candle inside to make it glow.
Lovely.
Now we put the pumpkin into the car.
The pumpkin is very, very heavy.
Oh, There. Step 1 complete. We're out of the greenhouse. Now for step 2. We lift it into the car.
The pumpkin is impossible to lift.
I told you it was too big.
It's not too big. We just need a bit of help.
Hello? Miss Rabbit's helicopter rescue service.
Miss Rabbit, please come to our rescue.
It's very important. Come quickly.
I'm on my way.
All the children have brought their pumpkin lanterns to playgroup.
Welcome to the pumpkin competition. If everyone is here, we will get started.
Peppa isn't here.
Oh, where is she?
Miss Rabbit's rescue helicopter has arrived at Grandpa's greenhouse.
So, who needs rescuing?
My pumpkin.
We have to get it to the playgroup in time for the competition.
Okay. Hop aboard. Next stop, the playgroup.
I think we will have to start without Peppa.
Aw, it won't be fun without Peppa.
The prize for the best pumpkin grown from seed goes to Susie Sheep.
That's me. This is fun.
The prize for the best pumpkin bought from a supermarket goes to Pedro Pony.
That's me. Nay.
The prize for the best plastic pumpkin goes to...
What's that noise? Look. What's that? There's a light in the sky. Ooh. It's a flying pumpkin. It's Peppa's pumpkin. Wow. Hello. Sorry we're late. Hello, Peppa. Am I in time for the pumpkin competition?
Yes, of course. The prize for the best flying pumpkin goes to Peppa Pig.
Hooray! This is the best Halloween ever!
Peppa loves Halloween. Everyone loves Halloween.
Bicycles!
It is a lovely sunny day, and Peppa and George are riding their bicycles.
That's a fine pumpkin, Daddy Pig.
Daddy Pig is very proud of his pumpkin.
Pumpkins are the only thing I can grow. Probably because I love pumpkin pie.
Come on, George. Danny, Susie, Rebecca.
Peppa and her friends Danny Dog, Susie Sheep and Rebecca Rabbit are riding their bicycles. George is riding his tricycle.
He's going so slowly. Let's race to Daddy Pig's pumpkin. If we race to Daddy's pumpkin, we have to be very careful not to bump into it. Daddy would be very sad if the pumpkin got broken. Don't worry, Peppa. Race you!
Peppa and her friends are racing to Daddy Pig's pumpkin.
Hey, watch out for my pumpkin.
Hooray!
Peppa, look out! Daddy's pumpkin!
Ah! Sorry, Daddy. Look at George, he's going so slowly. George is still riding a baby bike. Yours is a baby bike too, Peppa. You've still got stabilisers. I can ride without my stabilisers. Me too. And me. Let's ride up the hill again. Are you coming, Peppa? No, I think I'll stay here. See you later. Bye.
Peppa wishes she did not have stabilisers on her bicycle.
Daddy, I don't want stabilisers anymore.
Do you think you can ride without them?
Yes!
All right, Peppa. Let's take them off.
Daddy Pig is taking the stabilisers off Peppa's bicycle.
Are you sure you want to ride without stabilisers?
Yes!
You've never done it before.
I can do it. I can. Ah! It's not funny.
Riding without stabilisers is not easy.
Would you like some help, Peppa?
Yes, please, Daddy.
All right. Ready, steady, go!
Don't let go, Daddy.
Don't worry, I've got you.
You're doing really well, Peppa.
Hold on, Daddy.
Just keep pedaling.
Peppa is riding on her own, without stabilizers.
Daddy, you let go.
You've been cycling on your own for ages.
Have I?
You're really very good at it.
Am I? Oh, I can do it. Look at me, look at me. I can ride my bike properly. Daddy, Susie, Rebecca, look. I don't need my stabilizers anymore. Look at me. Hooray! Race you to Daddy's pumpkin.
Peppa, look out! My pumpkin!
I'm going to win.
Peppa isn't looking where she is going. Oh dear. Peppa has squashed Daddy Pig's pumpkin.
Sorry I squashed your pumpkin, Daddy.
Never mind the pumpkin. The important thing is that you are okay. In future, you really must look where you are going.
I promise I will, Daddy.
Good. Anyway, now the pumpkin is broken, I can make it into pumpkin pie.
I love pumpkin pie.
And because Daddy Pig's pumpkin is so big, there will be enough pumpkin pie for everyone.
Hooray! George's new dinosaur.
George is playing with his favourite toy, Mr. Dinosaur. George loves playing with Mr. Dinosaur. Mr. Dinosaur is made of plastic. It is almost impossible to break him.
Dinosaur. Grrr.
George loves playing with Mr. Dinosaur in the bath. At night time, George always takes Mr. Dinosaur to bed with him.
Dinosaur. Grrr. George, Mr. Dinosaur is broken. Oh.
Mr. Dinosaur does not have a tail anymore.
Poor George.
You have had Mr. Dinosaur a long time.
I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did.
Maybe it's about time you got a new dinosaur.
Yes, we can go to Mr. Fox's shop tomorrow.
This is Mr. Fox's shop.
Mr. Fox's shop sells everything.
I'm sure we'll find you a lovely new dinosaur here, George.
Dinosaur.
George does not want a new dinosaur.
Look, George, a big dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Good morning. Can I help you?
We'd like the dinosaur in the window, please.
Certainly. Good choice. This is the Dino Roar. It roars, it walks, and it sings a dinosaur song.
Dino roar, listen to the dino roar. Roar!
Wow! Dino Roar!
We'll take it.
Roar!
George is playing with Dino Roar in the garden.
Don't play too roughly with Dino Roar, George. He has moving parts and might get broken.
George cannot play with Dino Roar in the garden. George wants to play with Dino Roar in the bath.
George, if you get Dino Roar wet, he'll stop working.
George cannot play with Dino Roar in the bath. It is night time. George has taken Dino Roar to bed with him.
Roar!
George!
Dino
Roar has woken me up.
Maybe Dino Roar should sleep somewhere else.
George cannot have Dino Roar in his bed at night. It is morning.
Why is George looking so sad?
George cannot play with Dino Roar in the garden, in the bath, or in bed.
Never mind, George. Dino Roar can still roar.
Dino roar, listen to the dino roar.
Oh,
I think the batteries must have run out, Daddy Pig.
already? How many batteries are in here?
Hundreds and thousands.
Dino Roar needs lots of batteries to make him roar.
Oh, what's this? A trumpet? It doesn't work. Dinosaur.
That's not a trumpet, Peppa. You found Mr. Dinosaur's tail.
Oh.
Now, Daddy Pig can mend him.
I'll try. I think it might be quite difficult to mend. Oh!
Daddy Pig has mended Mr. Dinosaur.
Hooray!
Oh! I am a bit of an expert at mending things.
George loves Mr. Dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Grrr. Dinosaur, dinosaur. Hello, Mr. Dinosaur. Grrr.
Mr. Dinosaur is George's favourite toy in the whole world.
School play.
Peppa's playgroup are going to put on a play.
The Little Red Riding Hood.
Hooray!
All the children have parts in the play. They have to practice at home. Peppa is going to be Little Red Riding Hood. Mummy Pig has made her costume. Daddy Pig is helping Peppa practice.
OK, Peppa. What do you say?
I'm Little Red Riding Hood.
Very good. Then what? I'm going to visit my grandma.
I'm going to visit my grandma.
Bravo, Peppa!
Danny Dog is going to play the big bad wolf. Grandad Dog and Mummy Dog are helping him practice.
On the big bad wolf.
Try not to laugh, Danny.
You should be a bit scarier. Try it like this, Danny. I'm the big bad wolf. I'm gonna eat you all up. You see?
Yes, that was really scary.
Pedro Pony is going to play the hunter. He will rescue Peppa from the big bad wolf.
I'm the hunter. And...
Pedro is a bit shy.
Nay. You say, I'm going to chase you away, you big bad wolf.
Go away, naughty wolf.
Very good, Pedro.
Rebecca Rabbit is going to be the grandma.
What do I say, Mummy?
Let's see. At the start of the play, you get locked in a cupboard by the big bad wolf. Then right at the end of the play, you are rescued by the hunter. And you say, thank you.
Thank you.
Very good, Rebecca.
Everyone has come to see the school play.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our play, The Little Red Riding Hood. First, let us meet the actors.
Nay.
Meow.
Please, for the sake of the actors, no photography, please. And now, our play begins. Grandma is at home. But who is this visitor?
On the big bad wolf.
Well done, Danny!
Oh dear, Danny has forgotten what he says next.
Grandma, you must go in the cupboard.
Go in the cupboard.
The big bad wolf is pretending to be Grandma.
I am Little Red Riding Hood. I'm going to visit my grandma.
Bravo, Peppa!
Daddy, you must not take photos.
Oops. Sorry, Peppa. Carry on.
I'm going to visit my grandma. Oh, you don't look like my grandma. What big eyes you have. What big teeth you have. You are not Grandma. You are the big bad wolf. Help! Oh, help!
look who is here. Just in time. Pedro the Hunter.
Help! Oh, help!
Just in time. Pedro the Hunter.
Pedro is a bit shy.
Pedro, would you like me to come on with you?
Yes, please. You are a very naughty wolf. I saved you, Grandma. Hooray! Thank you.
Bravo! Bravo!
Pedro, you were very good. You are almost as good as me. Mr. Scarecrow.
Peppa and George are playing at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house today.
Hello, Grandpa Pig. Peppa Egg.
Oh, hello, Peppa. Hello, George.
Grandpa, what are you doing?
I'm making a flower garden.
Ooh.
These seeds will grow into beautiful flowers. I drop the seeds on the ground. Then I cover the seeds with earth. Oh, where have they gone?
The seeds have disappeared.
That's strange. I'm sure I put some seeds here.
Yes, Grandpa. We saw you.
Well, they're not here now. Oh, well, I'll just have to use some more. As I was saying, I simply drop the seeds on the ground.
A little bird is eating Grandpa Pig's flower seeds.
Oi! Get off my seeds! So that's where all my seeds went.
Into the little bird's tummy.
2 more little birds are eating Grandpa Pig's seeds.
Oh, look!
Ah! Shoo, shoo!
What's all this noise?
Granny Pig, the birds are eating all my flower seeds.
So we're chasing the birds away.
There's no point chasing them. They'll just come back again. Look. We need a scarecrow.
What's a scarecrow?
A scarecrow is a straw man that scares birds away.
What a good idea, Granny Pig. I'll make one. Come on, everyone.
Bye-bye, little birds. We're going to make a scarecrow.
This is Grandpa Pig's garden shed.
There'll be plenty of things in here to make a scarecrow. First, we need 2 sticks and some string.
We'll find them.
Peppa has found some sticks. George has found some string.
Good. I'll tie the sticks together to make the body.
Granny Pig has found some straw and an old sack.
Lovely. I'll put the straw in the sack to make the head. Now the scarecrow needs something to wear.
Here's a bag of old clothes.
Ooh.
George has found a dress.
Silly George. Mr. Scarecrow doesn't want to wear a dress.
Peppa has found a coat.
Very good, Peppa.
George has found a hat.
Very good, George.
Mr. Scarecrow needs a face.
That's right. Would you and George like to paint a face?
Yes, please.
George paints the eyes and nose. Peppa paints the mouth.
Fantastic!
Mr. Scarecrow is ready.
Hooray!
The little birds are looking for Grandpa Pig's flower seeds.
Look, the little birds are back.
Don't worry, Peppa. Mr. Scarecrow will scare them off.
It worked. Mr. Scarecrow has scared the little birds away.
Hooray! Good. Now my flower seeds will not be eaten.
Oh, Grandpa, the birds look very sad.
Yes, they must be hungry.
That's why I've brought this.
What's that, Granny?
It's a bird feeder. Grandpa, may I have some seeds, please? Come on, birdies. Lunchtime. Now the birdies have their own seeds to eat.
Hooray! The little birds are happy again.
Peppa is glad that Grandpa Pig's seeds will not be eaten, but she is even more glad that the little birds will not be hungry.
Fancy dress party.
Peppa and George are having a fancy dress party. All their friends are invited. Peppa is dressed as a fairy princess. And George is dressed as a dinosaur.
Grrr, dinosaur.
Here are Peppa's friends: Candy Cat, Susie Sheep, Danny Dog, Rebecca Rabbit and Pedro Pony. Susie is wearing her nurse's costume.
Hello, Susie.
Hello, Mr. Pig.
I'm glad the nurse has arrived. Have you just come from the hospital?
I'm not a real nurse. It's just pretend.
Very good. My. Who have we here?
I'm a pirate. Shiver me timbers. Meow. I'm a witch. I can turn you into a frog.
Nay.
I'm a clown.
That's funny. And what are you, Rebecca Rabbit?
I'm a carrot.
Fantastic. Come in. There's a fairy princess and a dinosaur waiting to meet you.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Peppa.
Nay.
Hello, Susie. I'm Princess Peppa. You must bow when you speak to me. Hello, Your Majesty. I'm Nurse Susie. Open wide and say ah. Ah.
Nay.
I'm a clown. Do something funny. Rebecca, why are you dressed as a carrot? I like carrots. Dinosaur. A scary dinosaur.
Peppa is admiring herself in the mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? You are Peppa. Meow. Hello, Peppa. Hello, I'm a little fairy princess. I'm a witch. Meow. And I've got a magic wand. I've got a magic wand too. I can turn you into a frog. And I'll turn you into a frog. Dinosaur.
Oh dear, George is scared of his own reflection.
Oh, silly George. Look, it's you in the mirror. Children, it's time to decide who has the best fancy dress costume.
We need a judge.
Me.
As it's Peppa's party, maybe she should be the judge.
I'm the judge. Daddy, what is a judge?
The judge decides who has the best costume.
Oh, goody.
Peppa is going to choose who has the best costume.
Susie, can I see your costume, please? I'm Nurse Susie. I make people better. Very good, Nurse Susie. Now, Danny. I'm a pirate. Shiver me timbers. Now, Candy. Meow. I'm a witch. I can turn you into a frog. Well, I'm a fairy princess and I can turn you into a frog.
Children.
Sorry, Mummy.
Who's next?
I'm a clown. That's funny. And Rebecca? I'm a carrot. Lovely. And my little brother George is a scary dinosaur. Grrr. Everyone's costume is very good. Hooray!
Now you say who the winner is.
Oh, yes. And the winner is... me.
Oh.
Peppa, you can't pick yourself. You're the judge.
Oh, can't I?
You have to pick another winner.
OK. The carrot wins. Hooray! Thank you.
Peppa loves fancy dress parties. Everyone loves fancy dress parties.
George's new clothes.
It is a lovely sunny day. Peppa and George are playing in the garden.
Muddy puddles.
Peppa and George love jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
George, you are all muddy.
Peppa, George.
George, my goodness, what a muddy little piggy.
You'll need a bath.
And we'll need to wash your clothes.
Oh.
George is washed in the bath. George's clothes are washed in the washing machine.
We must have washed these clothes 1,000 times.
George's clothes have got holes in them.
When you wash clothes 1,000 times, they get holes in them.
I can see your bottom, George.
Maybe it's time we got George some new clothes.
Mummy Pig is taking Peppa and George to the clothes shop.
Hello, Mummy Pig.
Hello, Miss Rabbit.
How can I help you?
We need some new clothes for George, please.
Well, you're in luck. This is a clothes shop. First, we need to measure you. Now hold your arms out.
George thinks you're going to tickle him.
I promise I won't tickle you, George. Very good. What a big, strong boy you are.
You see, George, Miss Rabbit didn't tickle you, did she? No, but I will.
George loves being tickled.
Right, let's find George some new clothes. How about this? It will keep you very warm.
Ooh.
If George would kindly go into the changing booth, please.
George is wearing a big, thick, woolly jumper.
You look cuddly, George.
I don't think white is the best colour for puddle jumping.
This isn't white. It's every other colour but white.
George, you look like a clown. No.
George does not want to look like a clown.
Too much colour. What about this then?
Now you look like a penguin.
Yes, it's still not really George.
What about this then? Basically, it's what you had before.
Oh, yes.
George, you look like you.
What do you think, George?
Hooray!
George likes his new clothes.
Daddy, we're home.
Oh, so George didn't get any new clothes then?
These are his new clothes, Daddy Pig.
The same as before, but no holes.
Ho, ho, I see.
Can we play in the garden now, Mummy?
Yes, let's all play in the garden.
Yippee! Look, a muddy puddle. Let's jump in it. Jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Splish, splash, slosh, splish, splash. With a big splash here and a big splash there. Here a splash, there a splash, everywhere a splish, splash. Jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Splish, splash, slosh, splish, splash.
Oh.
George, you've got your new clothes all muddy again. Oh.
You're one to talk, Peppa. Look at your clothes.
And you seem to be a little muddy too, Daddy Pig.
And you, Mummy Pig.
Oh, well, it's only mud. It'll come off in the wash.
If we're going to get washed anyway, let's get even more muddy.
Yes!
Peppa, George, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig love getting muddy. Everyone loves getting muddy.
Viking Day.
Peppa and George are spending the day with Granny and Grandpa Pig.
Grandpa Pig, Granny Pig.
Hello!
Hello, Mum. Historical reenactment day, is it?
Yes, today I am a Viking.
Ooh, what's that?
Vikings were people who lived a very long time ago. They had helmets and shields and ran around shouting, "Rah!"
Can we be Vikings too, Granny?
Of course. Here are some helmets.
I'm a Viking. Roar! Vikey, Vikey, roar! more.
Peppa and George love being Vikings.
See you later.
Bye. Peppa and George, come and see what I've made for Viking Day.
Granny Pig has made a great big dragon's head.
Ooh!
It's to go on the front of our Viking boat.
Viking boat?
Yes, today we're going sailing with the other grannies.
Ho ho! It's just an excuse to have tea and cake.
It's not just tea and cake. We also have sandwiches and an apple.
Here are the other Viking grannies.
Hello, Granny Pig. Are you all ready for Viking Day?
Yes, and these little Vikings are coming too.
Hooray!
Madam Gazelle, why hasn't your helmet got horns on?
In actual fact, Peppa, Vikings had helmets without horns. Like this. See? No horns.
But you have got horns.
Have I? Oh, yes.
Goodbye, Grandpa Pig.
Goodbye. Have fun on your Viking boat.
Are we going on a real Viking boat, Granny?
Not a real Viking boat. We will be using Grandpa Pig's boat instead. I'm sure he won't mind.
Here is Grandpa Pig's boat.
All aboard, Vikings! Lower the sail. Fix on the dragon head.
And you two need real Viking life jackets.
Are we all ready? Right! Then let's go!
Oh, how do we start the boat? I'll phone Grandpa Pig.
Grandpa Pig speaking.
Hello, Grandpa. How do you start your boat?
Just press the green button and off you go.
Thank you.
Bye!
Bye.
They're taking my boat. Ah! My boat!
Vikings, onward!
Oh dear, the picnic basket has been left behind.
My boat! Ah! Grandad Dog! Follow that boat!
Aye, aye, Grandpa Pig!
Vikings, 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 we sail across the sea. We like to shout, we like to sing, we like a cup of tea.
All this sea air is making me hungry.
Hungry! Hungry! Oh, where is the picnic basket?
We've forgotten the food.
But I'm so hungry! And me! Food! Food! Food!
The Vikings are very hungry.
We need to find food!
Look, what's that?
It is Miss Rabbit's food stall.
Food! Food!
Vikings!
4 teas, 2 juices and cake, please.
Oh, OK.
Ah! There they are! Caught you, Granny Pig.
Grandpa Pig.
You've arrived just in time.
Have I?
Yes, for tea and cake.
Tea and cake. Don't mind if I do.
Vikings love tea and cake. Everybody loves tea and cake.
Stone Age Granny.
Peppa and George are spending the day with Granny and Grandpa Pig.
Granny, Granny! Oh, where's Granny Pig?
Here I am.
Granny Pig is wearing a pretend beard.
Today I am a caveman.
Ooh.
Granny and her friends are pretending to be in the Stone Age.
What's the Stone Age?
Well, it was a long, long time ago.
When people lived in caves, ate berries, and chased big hairy elephants called mammoths.
Can we be Stone Age too?
Of course you can. I've made you both costumes.
Look, George, we're in the Stone Age.
Come and see what we're doing in the garden.
Here are Granny Wolf, Granny Dog and Madam Gazelle.
Look, everyone. Here are Stone Age Peppa and George.
Hello! We are digging a cave with our stone tools.
Why don't you have buckets and spades?
Stone Age people didn't have buckets and spades.
You see, today we are living exactly as people did in the Stone Age.
Tea time for thirsty Stone Age people.
Oh, lovely.
Do Stone Age people drink tea?
Not exactly.
But I'm sure if they could have had tea, they would have had tea.
Yes. All this digging has made me rather hungry.
Me too! Let's gather berries!
Yes, berries!
Strawberries!
Ah! You're eating all my precious strawberries.
But that's what Stone Age people did.
Well, can't you do some other Stone Agey thing instead?
I suppose we could chase woolly mammoths.
Good idea.
But there aren't any woolly mammoths now.
Grandpa Pig can be a woolly mammoth.
Yes!
Oh, all right. If it keeps you away from my strawberries.
Thank you, Grandpa Pig.
You run and we will chase you.
OK. Ho-ho! I'm a woolly mammoth.
We're coming to get you.
Ha-ha! You'll never get me.
Yes, we will. Got you.
Ha-ha!
Well done, Peppa and George.
Now we carry the mammoth back to our cave.
Yes!
Lift.
Oh, the mammoth is a bit too heavy to carry.
Actually, Grandpa Pig, would you mind walking?
Oh, very well.
The Stone Age people have arrived back at their cave.
It's going to take ages to dig a cave with little bits of stone.
I have an idea. Where's my telephone?
Granny, did Stone Age people have telephones?
No. But if they could have had telephones, they would have had telephones.
Yes.
Hello? Mr. Bull speaking.
Hello, Mr. Bull. Could you come and dig a big cave for us, please?
I'll be right there.
Marvellous. Thank you.
Stand back, everybody!
Mr. Bull has arrived with his digger.
Granny, did Stone Age people have diggers?
No. But I'm sure if they could have had diggers...
They would have had diggers.
There you are! Hooray!
Now we can decorate our cave with paintings.
Just like Stone Age people did.
I'm painting us chasing a woolly mammoth.
I'm painting Granny with a cup of tea on the telephone and Mr. Bull with a digger.
Oh, exactly how it was in the Stone Age.
Pumpkin party.
It is a lovely autumn day. Daddy Pig has brought a pumpkin home.
We're going to have a pumpkin party, and all your friends are invited.
Hooray!
We'll start by making a pumpkin lantern.
Oh, goody. How do we do that?
We draw a funny face.
I'll draw the eyes.
George can draw the nose.
And I'll draw the mouth.
That is a funny face.
Next, we cut it out.
I'll do the cutting because I'm a grown-up.
Peppa and George can scoop out the inside.
We use the insides to make my special pumpkin pie.
And the outside to make our pumpkin lantern.
Lovely.
Now you little piggies need to dress up for the pumpkin party.
Peppa is dressing up as a witch.
Do I look witchy?
Very witchy.
You need to do some cackling.
What's cackling?
It's how witches laugh, like this. Very good cackling.
George is dressing up as a dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Grrr. A scary dinosaur.
Rebecca and Richard Rabbit are here with Mr. Rabbit.
Oh, what a sight!
Has the party started yet?
No, you're very early.
Hello. I'm a witch witch. George is a dinosaur. Grrr. What are you? I'm a carrot. Gone bad. Ooh. And Richard is a monster carrot. Is that what a monster carrot looks like? Yes.
Let's go and get the others for the party.
This is Susie Sheep's house.
Oh, that is scary.
We've come to get Susie for the pumpkin party. Woo ha 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 ha. Hello, Susie. What are you? I'm a beautiful vampire. What's a vampire? I don't know.
Oh, it's someone who sleeps all day and stays awake all night.
Ooh. Let's get the others.
This is Pedro Pony's house. Very scary.
Hello, Mr. Pony. Is Pedro ready? Boo! Ah! What scary thing are you dressed as, Pedro? I'm a superhero. Superheroes aren't scary. I'm a scary superhero. Oh. Oh! What was that? Hello, everyone.
It's Danny Dog.
I'm a werewolf. Oh!
Emily and Edmund Elephant are here too.
What are you, Emily? I'm an alien. Blub, blub, blub. Edmund is a ghost. No, I'm a paranormal apparition. What's that? It's a Clever Clogs ghost.
Here is Candy Cat.
I'm a witch. You can't be the witch. I'm the witch. Meow. I'll turn you into a frog. I'll turn you into a frog.
If you turn each other into frogs, you won't be able to go to the party.
Everyone back to our house for the party.
Welcome to the pumpkin party, everyone. Come and have some pumpkin pie.
Hello, Madame Gazelle. I'm a vampire.
Ah, a vampire. That brings back memories of the old country.
That's odd. Madame Gazelle doesn't have a reflection in the mirror.
I love pumpkin parties. There's dressing up. There are lanterns.
But best of all, there's pumpkin pie.